Hi, Kim Hester here, and welcome to another episode of our Conscious Living TV show where we meet every Saturday. We're meeting at 6:30 because I had some late clients today, but 6 p.m. normally Eastern Standard Time, we meet each and every Saturday to share with you some empowering information to help you to achieve optimum health. My name is Kim Hester. I'm one half of the dynamic duo of Jamal and Kim. That is Jamal right there, my wonderful husband. And today we're going to discuss the real magic bullet myth today. And, there's, the health industry, the weight loss industry, there are so many marketing, advertising tools, before and after pictures, testimonials from people achieving tremendous health results, whether it's losing weight or reversing an illness or so on and so forth. And, it's so easy to get pulled into the hype of having some type of magic bullet solution. And if you stick with us to the end of this hangout, we're going to, uncover and really talk about the real magic bullet myth, and really dive into it to help you to, achieve your health goals. Earlier today, I had a client, longtime client, who's been with us for many years, and we truly appreciate her business. And she was saying that this year, she finally had a revelation that she had to do the work, that she was thankful for Jamal and I for being here for her, supporting on her journey, and she's seen some success, but she seems to kind of fall backwards and kind of end up at ground zero, having to reproduce and achieve certain health results down the road. And she said she was just sick and tired of having to start over all the time, and she wanted to achieve her health goals and maintain it. And, it's so easy to, just kind of fall into the hype of, getting your results in 10 days or 21 days. And that's what we're going to demystify. And we're going to dive into that myth so that you can achieve your health goals and sustain them.
Definitely. Greetings, everyone. Excuse these glasses. Somehow Kim put these glasses on me. And, she's a jokester, so she put these glasses on me right now. Let me take these off so I don't distract you. But greetings, everyone. And, like Kim is saying, we live in a magic bullet society. Everyone wants to take the magic pill. Everyone wants to take the magic bullet. And, it's unfortunate, but it's like the more we progress, the quicker we want things, the instant results that we want things. And as we advance with technology, we have these certain expectations. And, it really started, this whole thing really started back in the 50s. And things just started to become more convenient. Before that period of time, a lot of things were really, when it came to our health, things were really homemade. It was homemade. You made a lot of things at home. It was a lot of labor. Technology wasn't the same, so we were a lot more active than we were in the past. And they began to create more packaged food products, and we got sold on the whole idea of convenience. Even with restaurants and things like that you would go out to, it took them longer to prepare foods. But now everything is streamlined. Now everyone wants to throw something in a microwave. We want things quickly. We want to open up a package. We want to consume it. And the medical industry seems to have had a huge influence on the way that we perceive health overall, because the medical industry definitely has its place, and I respect and appreciate the place that it has. A lot of times in the natural health movement, we're almost kind of like anti-medical system. And I think it's important to understand that they do have a place. And a lot of times we get so anti because we have a perception of what we think they should be when they're really not that. So I think that if you can accept and understand them for who they are, maybe you can have a little bit more of an appreciation for the medical industry. In the medical industry, they specialize in stabilizing. They want to stabilize you. And a lot of the medications and things are designed to work quickly. They're designed to stabilize, but they're not designed to fix the issue permanently. For example, if you have high blood pressure, if you take high blood pressure medication, your blood pressure will stabilize, but you still have high blood pressure. But we're under the illusion that the blood pressure is gone. So within a matter of a day of popping these pills, the blood pressure issue seems to be gone, but it's really not gone. The blood pressure medication it's masking the problem. It's stabilizing you. But if you stop taking the blood pressure medication, your blood pressure is going to shoot up. So that's kind of a quick fix. It is a magic bullet in a sense, but it's not permanent. So this has kind of engulfed the entire health industry in a sense, where we're expecting these medical type of results when those are really only meant to stabilize us. But we're looking for these type of results when it comes to our health. And it doesn't help that we're constantly being bombarded with solutions that are supposed to be instant, that are supposed to be quick. If you look at infomercials and commercials about these different products and things like that, everyone's talking about, you take this product and, you'll be healed overnight. The miracle berry, the miracle herb, we're the miracle drug, whatever the case may be. We're being constantly bombarded with this information that conditions us to feel like everything has to happen quickly. And this is a major problem because we're being conditioned to not be patient anymore. For those of you that are a little bit older, when the internet first came out, it was dial-up, so sometimes it could take if you had a dial-up, it could take a couple of minutes to connect. And then when you went from one website to another, it could take 30 seconds to a minute to upload. And we were patient with that. That was normal. But now it's almost instant. Things are loading up. We're getting online instantly. We can surf the web and go to websites instantly. And to now go back to to the old ways of having to wait 30 seconds or 2 minutes, that would seem like eternity. It would seem very long. So it's like as we progress, everything is condensed down, and we want this instant work. And when we put in some level of work, we put in our instant work, our 30 seconds, 2 minutes of work, and nothing is happening. We get impatient and we get discouraged, and we move on looking for the next big thing that is guaranteeing results instantly. And that's a huge problem. That is a huge problem. What are your thoughts, Kim?
Well, you made an excellent point about just being in this society these days. Well, the great analogy with the dial-up to now like cable and the high-speed internet, where you can even boost it to go even faster. We are kind of conditioned to just want a quick fix. And I think just across the board, when you talk about business, just achieving certain results, certain goals, we're in this society now where it's like, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's not working. And just dealing with some of our clients who, really are at a point of just being sick and tired, and they hear about, someone put them onto this whole natural thing and colon hydrotherapy and how you can lose weight with it. And we just have to educate people about how do you really lose weight with colon hydrotherapy. It's not like you come here to, in each session, you're going to lose weight. It doesn't work like that. Like, there's some responsibility has to be taken. There's some accountability. There's some discipline that has to be learned and applied consistently over time. And that's when you start to see the true results. But unfortunately, we're just in an age, we're in the information age. You know, you no longer have to go to the library really to research stuff. You can go right on your smartphone and you get answers just instantly. So when you're conditioned, especially the youth coming up, you know, they didn't have to wait to go online. They just go and just get instantly online on their tablet, on their smartphone. They don't have to do dial up. So it's almost like we have to just remember that when it comes to our health, you know, we don't get to certain points in our health overnight. For instance, when you gain weight, you don't gain weight, you know, just in one day. You know, it's something, a pattern of behavior that you consistently held over time until you just get to a certain point with your weight. But that's kind of the same approach that you have to take with your health. You know, it's not a one magic pill thing, a one-shot solution. You have to live it. You have to consistently apply certain patterns of behavior, certain disciplines based on your goals and where you're at with your health and where you want to go to slowly see success. Because, you know, I can remember before we opened our center, when you and I first met, and, you know, I was overweight and I was just starting to understand holistic health and the importance of the diet and achieving certain health results. And I can remember losing, I think, 4 pounds a month. And I was ecstatic. I mean, you know, I wasn't trying to lose 20 pounds in a month. I mean, you know, you have people that want to just drop it that quickly. And it's like, what's your diet like? What's your lifestyle? What kind of stress are you under? Like, all of these are factors in determining how fast you're going to get with your health results. It's like, how much are you're committing and investing into turning your health around? You just can't do a little bit and expect, you know, miracles to happen. You know, that's not what it's all about. And if miracles do happen, you kind of have to look at what you're doing and can that be sustained over time? Because a lot of times, anything that's a magic bullet, anything that you do something once and you drop 10 pounds or things are feeling better, most of the time you yo-yo right back to where you started from. And we see that, and people just get frustrated and overwhelmed and they just feel defeated. But if you just kind of just understand that it's a journey, you have to do things consistently. It's not, you know, one small step. It's many small steps until you build momentum. And when you build momentum, you start to see results. And then you just keep consistently plugging away, and plugging away.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it's unfortunate, but we've been mentally poisoned when it comes to our perspective of health overall. When it comes to life, everything, all of the rules are always the same. They don't change. And we understand those rules for everything else except for health. We get it when we think about most other things, but just our health is like, we think that the rules are a little bit different. Let's take, for example, a lawyer. So with a lawyer, you know, you have to, you know, throughout high school, you have to have good grades so that you can get into a college. And then you have to apply yourself in college, work hard, and you have to get good grades in college. And then you have to study for the exam to get accepted into law school. Then once you get into law school, you have to really apply yourself to get into law school. And once you get into law school, then you have to study tremendously for the bar. Then you have to pass the bar. Then once you pass the bar, then you probably have to intern somewhere or hire somewhere, and you have to start at the bottom. So before you can become this big time lawyer, you've put in so much time, so much energy, so much effort, so much work to get this particular type of results that you want. And then once you become the lawyer, you still have a lot of work to put in before you can, get to a judge or wherever it is that you want to be. Like we get that. We know that takes a journey. But imagine a poor student, someone that's not doing well in school, someone that can't pass the test. They don't want to follow the rules. They don't want to study for the bar. They can't get into these things. You can't just say, I want to be a lawyer and go out and be a lawyer tomorrow. It takes work. But with this health stuff, we think that we can put in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, even a couple of months sometimes. Like we can't just go out and put those things in and get this so-called instant results. It doesn't work like that. And the quicker that we can get that out of our mind, this is very interesting, right? The quicker that we can get it out of our minds that there's no quick fix, the faster we can get results.
Right.
And it's crazy as that sounds. Think about that. The quicker you can get it out of your mind that it's not going to happen overnight, the faster it's actually going to happen for you, because you won't keep jumping around and trying to find your angle on how you can get there the quickest. The quickest way for you to get somewhere is just to stay consistent and put the necessary work in for you to get to where it is that you want to be. And the thing is like, no one really is paying attention to your work. No one sees your work. People don't pay attention to the journey. They only pay attention to your results. So you could put in a full year of work, and all of a sudden one day everyone notices the work that you put in, and to them it happened overnight success.
Right.
But for you, you've been putting in your work, paying your dues. You look at celebrities and you look at people that kind of made it for themselves, and it seems like they're this overnight instant success. But then you really dig into their lives and you see this is something they've been doing ever since they were a child. They were groomed for this. They worked their entire life to get to this point. Now they're on this big stage and it seems like they're this big overnight success, but they've been working at it, putting the work in to get to where they wanted to be. It was a serious journey for them to get there. And it doesn't matter if it's your business. It doesn't matter if it's your career. It doesn't matter if it's your relationship. It takes work to get results. You have to put in the work, and the sooner that we can kind of deprogram ourselves to think that this is instant, the faster we're going to get the results that we're looking for.
Yeah, definitely. You made some very great points. I like to think in terms of like being an entrepreneur, because that is an uphill journey. And you made a great point of saying, as soon as you get out of your mind that it's not an overnight thing, that you're going to have to put some work, that, you just got to keep plowing ahead, because sometimes you might try something in terms of implementing a strategy or a protocol. And let's say, you know what, certain things shifted in their body, or maybe this isn't going to work for you. We have to tweak it. See, but if you implement a protocol thinking like, this is it, I'm going to lose, I'm going to get my health goal with this. And let's say something is off and you have to tweak it a little bit. You won't be so disappointed, because if you made a decision that I'm going to improve my health no matter what, you're going to course correct along the way. Just speaking of my own personal journey, things that may have worked for me 10 years ago, my body has changed. I'm older. I'm a mother now. I birthed a baby into this world. And I felt like physically, my physiology changed. Certain things shifted within my body, and things that may have not have worked in the past don't work now for me, or not. They don't go along with my body or what I want to do in terms of my health. So you have to course correct along the way. And I think when you compare it to entrepreneurship, it's the same thing. You might have this plan in your mind. You might have this way how you want to do it. But let's say it doesn't work. You don't stop. You just take the feedback and you course correct along the way. And a lot of times people on their health journey, let's say you fall off a little bit, you go through something emotionally challenging, just something that kind of threw you off your center. You have to keep putting one step in front of the other and keep going and course correct along the way, and just understand that it may be a little rough in the beginning. It's not going to be easy. You have certain habits that need to be broken, certain routines, certain cravings, certain ways that you handle stressful situations. So you just have to understand that in the beginning, it might be a little rough. It might be, it's more mind over matter rather than habit. But I always tell people that, you just keep taking one step at a time, and those habits will begin to turn into better habits, and it'll start to become a routine where you don't even have to think about how you respond to certain things. But definitely, you just have to keep putting one step in front of the other, just course correcting along the way, and just understand that it's not going to happen as soon as you think it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's your health can always improve. Your health can always get better. A lot of times you look at people and you think that they're in perfect shape, or you think that they're in perfect health, and they're talking about how they're trying to find their next level. And in our minds, we're thinking like, wow, well, you're already in a good space. You don't have anything else to do. Because of where we are. But there's always work that has to be done. We can always compound on where we're at and take our results to the next level. So don't look at what you're doing as like, oh, this is what I'm doing to get healthy, and when I get here, I'm done. Like, it doesn't work like that. You just have to keep putting in the work. There are semi-magic bullets in a sense that are out there, but they're only temporary. So, we'll do something and we'll get great results from it. And they push that temporary result. But the thing is like, you notice that people get these amazing results, and then after that, they regress and they lose it. And then they do it again and they try to get these results again, and then they lose it. But when you get these results, it's to get you to a certain point, and then from there you keep pushing through. That was your breakthrough, and then you keep pushing through to have better results. Going back to the example that I used before with the medical industry stabilizing you, if you're at a point where you have to take medication to stabilize your blood pressure because it's so high that it could literally kill you, once you stabilize, that was the magic bullet to stabilize you. But now it's important that you put the work in so that now you can actually become healthy, and you no longer have to stabilize anymore. The work has just begun when you take medication to stabilize your blood pressure, but people think that's it. Okay, I'm good now, my blood pressure's straight, I can just take the blood pressure for the rest of my life and I'm okay. No, it doesn't work like that. We just have to change our perspective and just understand that it's probably going to take longer than you thought. So what if it takes 2 years? And I'm throwing a long number out there on purpose because we get this kind of 8-week syndrome. We'll give things a maximum of 8 weeks. We may even give something 12 weeks. But on the average, we give something about a month, maybe 2 months, and then we fall off. Some people, they'll go hard and do 12 weeks. But 2 years, it may take you 2 years to get to where you need to be. But once you get there and you've made adjustments, you have the rest of your life to enjoy the results. And when you really look back at it, 2 years isn't that long. So we just have to be, once you make the decision that you have a specific goal that you want to reach, you can't stop until you reach that goal. And then when you get to that goal, you have to readjust and create a new goal for you to get to. A lot of times we don't maintain is because we have a goal in our mind, and when we get to that goal, I'm good now, I'm done. No, you have to readjust, you have to rework. And you have to understand that this is a life journey. Your health is a life journey. You're going to live to be 100 years old. You got to work on your health for 100 years. You know, you can't, there is no coasting. And maybe that's what it is. We think that there's a coast mode, but there is no coasting. When you start to coast, you're really coasting backwards.
Right. Right. Like, right. And also though, when you consistently, like you said, the 2-year example, you know, and some people tend, depending on what they want to address, it can take that or longer.
Mhm.
But I feel like, just speaking from my own journey, that it's like a muscle, and there was no end goal for me in terms of like my health. It was, I addressed like my issues then, which was like my blood sugar, my weight, the acne, my anxiety. But then it was like, okay, now that this is stabilized, well, what else can I address?
Right.
Not from a standpoint of being obsessed with it, but just understanding that in our society, with the high blood pressure medication, we kind of just settle on that and just lean on the medication. But when you take a holistic approach, it's okay, how do I not get on medication? And then what's causing me to contribute to this so I can get rid of it and replace it with something else? So it's almost like, my dad made this great analogy, because he always said that you know, that I'm not a house type of person because we're never home. But he was saying, like, when you own a home, you need to walk around the house. You need to kind of take a look at everything. Is something loose? Does it need paint? Do I need to fix a little something? And I kind of think about that in terms of our bodies. You know, as you get older, you know, no one's sitting around. Everyone is putting out so much energy, being a parent, running a business, in, you know, having a career, traveling, you know, working out, all these things. And over time, you know, your body could break down if you don't know how to take care of it. So over time, it's like looking at that and like going into maintenance modes and saying, okay, I feel a little stiffness here. Like, what's going on with that? And addressing it. So I just feel like it's kind of like, you can't look at just addressing one little thing. It's just kind of like just really being honest about how you feel and take an assessment and just working on various things. But it's like strengthening a muscle over time. So the more consistent that you apply certain things that you should be doing, not only does it get easier, but you feel so much better. And for me, that is the biggest motivational factor for me staying on my path, not just because this is my business, but it's because who doesn't want to feel great getting up in the morning? Like, who wants to have like little aches and pains and, not feel good about themselves? It's funny, like we have some friends that are, we're in 40 and, they talk about like they're over the hill. I have some clients that come in and they don't really know our age, but, they're only like a year older than me, and they just sound like they're on the other side declining. And when you really take responsibility for your health and you start applying these things consistently, it's just amazing how, great our bodies are, how powerful they are when you really, treat them the way they should be treated and replenish them and rejuvenate them and live holistically.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, great points. So ultimately, the magic bullet, it does exist, but the magic bullet is consistent work. That's what it is. You have to put in the consistent work on a daily basis. And the more that you do that, the better results you're going to get, the stronger results you're going to get, the further you're going to get. And you'll look back a month and you won't believe where you are. And you'll do that every single month, every single year, and you'll just be further along. I mean, right now, where we're at, we didn't get here overnight. Right. If we look at, right now, what we consider to be a cheat meal or a cheat day, at one time that was healthy eating for us. So it's a journey. It's a journey that you just constantly progress at, and you constantly put the work in. So you have to buckle up and get this quick fix stuff out of your mind and just accept the fact that it takes work. It takes work. So you have to make the decision. make the decision that it's time to put the work in, and you're willing to do whatever it takes. You're willing to do whatever it takes to reach your goal. And if you could do that, I guarantee you'll reach your goal so much faster, and you will definitely reach your goal.
Right. And the one last thing I would like to add is just know that it's possible. Because if you don't believe it, then your actions are going to show that. So if you just understand that if one person did it, then you can do it. You know, you might need some assistance with the protocol. You might need to change some habits. You might even need to kind of step away from some of your friends if you're going to be influenced by certain things. You might need to step back, but just know that it's possible that you can achieve your health goals. It really is possible. If I can do it, you certainly can do it, because people see me for where I'm at now, but 13 years ago, you know, I was not the person that you see right now. And if I can do it, you certainly can do it. And we believe in you.
Yeah. So, I just want to say one last thing. Quantum leaps. It is possible to have quantum leaps. Sometimes you're working on things and rebalancing things in your body that you have no idea are being readjusted. So you think that you're working hard and not getting the results that you want, and then one day an explosion happens and your health just begins to go on an incline in so many different ways, and you have your breakthrough and you're just feeling great, because sometimes other things are being adjusted. Like our attention may be on the scale, you know, but we're not paying attention to the fact that we're sleeping better and more consistently, that we have more energy and all of these other things that we're not realizing. And then all of a sudden an explosion happens and our health skyrockets. So sometimes we just have to position ourselves, and we have to put in the work to position ourselves. So you always want to constantly work on positioning yourself, and then one day that explosion can happen for you. And like Kim said, it is possible. It's impossible. It's possible. It's possible for all of us to reach our health goals. So we definitely wanted to leave that with you and begin to help you just to understand and put this whole health thing in perspective when it comes to putting in the work to get the results that you're looking for.
Yeah, definitely. So we just wanted to leave you with that. You know, the magic bullet is that you're going to have to put the work in. You're going to have to believe that it's possible, and you're just going to have to take consistent action. And if we can do it, you certainly can do it. We believe in you. That's what our life's work is. That's why we have sacrificed so much to have our center and to be here for 8 years, because we truly believe that people can achieve their health goals if they have the support, if they have the right information. But it's up to you to really implement it, to take action consistently, to get those small victories, which lead to bigger victories, to lead to living and having the lifestyle of optimum health that you want. Okay, so I just want to leave you with that. So we're going to end this hangout for today. Hope we inspired you in some way to move forward to achieving your health goals. We'll be here next Saturday, same time, same place, with another powerful message. And we hope that you will join us. And please share this with anyone you think that this information will benefit, because it's really about uplifting and empowering. You know, people really need to hear this, and they really need to understand that they can achieve their health goals. And we're definitely here to support people on their journey. Okay. Did you have anything else to share, Jamal?
Yeah, I just have one last thing to share. If you're serious, if you're really serious and you're ready to make the decision to take your health to the next level, and you know other people that are, and you're open and willing to be coached on how to do that, I will help you. I will give you a consultation at no charge to get you going on the right steps, so that you can understand what it is that you need to do. Because a lot of times when we want to improve our health, we look at what other people are doing to improve their health, and we try to follow them. Or we'll read a book and it tells us some things, and we'll try to follow that. And all of those things are cool, but it's nothing like having your own blueprint, your own map to the things that you need to do as an individual. And that's how you get the best results. And I'm offering that to you. So we're going to provide a link. You can click on the link and you can sign up for a free phone consultation. Right now it says weight loss, and we're helping people with weight loss. So definitely weight loss. But yeah, for anything, any aspect of health that you want to improve with yourself, you can click that link, set up a time. We could jump on the phone for about 20 minutes, and we can get you on the right track. All right. So just want to leave you with that, and leave us your comments. Let us know what you thought about this talk tonight and your perspective on health and your thoughts. Just write in the comment section below, and let us know your thoughts and what you think. And like Kim said, share this through social media with people that you think would benefit with this, and tag them. All right.
All righty. So until next time.
Until next time, stay healthy. Peace.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Prosperity. All right. Enjoy.